complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The give on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Running into the open space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Flips it out on the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Not much much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. He'll go to the sneak. The sneak scores it.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to it. Runs through the tackle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Davidson. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That was a big 1st down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a 1st down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big 1st down for this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moore. Made a defender miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Craven. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Looking for room. It's Watson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quickly complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Here's a heat. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here's the pressure. And he's knocked down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air, it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Webster.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go right back to the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
What took you so long? Cheaters! You got that one right. Quit cheating! Green 25.
From the gun, he leads it with the bat.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. Steps away to find some room. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
The incompletion brings up a second down.
Here we go.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Oh, the quick spin move. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Fights off the defender.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To the air, it's Mendoza. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking for space. It's Watson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Turner. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Watson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider it?
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to the big tight end. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you're not going to see many of those. And that's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
Clemson, 3.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they was always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now on that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And this
defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Another sack by this defense. But how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting him in a good position to win this football game.
Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The lone back's got it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Craver. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock.
Oh, they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
Clemson, 3.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rifles it down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
To throw, it's Mendoza. Throws to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Gets rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
23, Clemson, 3.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive firing. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Clemson. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. The sure hands, it's Craver. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking for space, it's Watson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.